Part 2 then of the Only Fools and Horses podcast.
Yes.
By the way, guys, if you've just come across this video and you want to see part 1, it'll be in the previous video. Okay, so welcome back to Discussions with Deggers. This is the podcast for Only Fools and Horses, and we're on series 5. And what did you say, mate? Prussia with Love.
So from Prussia with Love, where that German wench turns up in the nag's head and then when she stands up to realise...
What is your name?
What is your...
That was Uncle Albert, wasn't it?
Yeah. And obviously...
Uncle Albert speaking German.
Dell's got an idea, thinking this could be the answer to Boise and Marlene's prayers. Couldn't it really have having a child, really? And not realise...
And then what happened at the end?
They realised that the child in the end wasn't wise, didn't they?
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
So that was a cracking episode to get started on series 5. That was,
and then you got obviously it was the miracle of Peckham when Dell discovered the statue of the Virgin Mary at the local church has been spotted weeping. And he thought it was on a money making scheme. Did he get told? Yeah, and it was the church roof leaking.
Who fixed the roof? Weren't it Del Boy that fixed the roof?
I think it might have been actually. It might have been Del Boy.
Or Del Boy got someone to do it.
I'm going to say someone who... But then, going on to the next episode, The Longest Night. Oh, mate, brilliant. At the supermarket.
Yeah, that's the one with the black kid.
The Shadow.
Yeah, that's it. The Shadow, that's it, yeah.
The Shadow. And then Del says... Look, an hour ago, mate, it was the Shadow, man of mystery. Now we know where you live, what your name is, and your mother's shoe size.
Yeah. And the bloke was in on it.
Yeah, they're both in on it. The security bloke and the manager, because the manager...
That security bloke, he was in lots of other things.
He was playing Jim Brannan in EastEnders.
Right, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But he'd been in lots of other things as well.
He's been in a fair few other things.
Yeah.
I remember he played a cameo role in the film Clockwise.
Yes, he did,
He played the bloke who works on the train to
top.
It's in there for you. Yeah,
I watched that. Yeah.
So, he was in that. But again, that was it when he says, "I've been trying to have the planning." Saying he got the bloody watch, and he realised that his mother had bought the watch from Del Boy at the market, didn't she?
That's it.
Oh, but again, when. They just woke up the next morning, and the gun was on the side.
Oh,
Rodney, and he went to get it, and I think he's going for the gun he wanted, he's going for the fags. Right. And all of a sudden...
Again, no, it's the way... With Rodney, it's the faces he pulls. It's like and then he gets him and he goes...
Yeah, and then the best thing is, you plonker.
Just little things like that. I think Nicholas Lyndhurst was brilliant.
Do you know what? I mean,
absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, his facial expressions in each episode.
Fantastic.
I mean,
but just little things like we mentioned in the first one. And just
chucking the ball for Dukey. But getting back to this one, when he says, "Oh, remember you now? Oh, it's Del, isn't it? No, Del Trotter, right?
Yeah.
Trotter. You get your money back, son. All right, full refund." And all of a sudden, when the bread goes off and he bangs it on the desk, he says, use that as a truncheon. He found him a job on security. I had a job for 14 years. Oh, Rodney.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Do you know what? I'm doing these episodes. It's making me want to go back and watch them.
Oh, mate.
I do want to go back and watch them. So The Longest Night, and then we
Longest Night, there they go. There they are.
And this one is a classic.
Oh, with the hang gliding. Yeah. Two for three. When it was triggers.
Now weren't she also in EastEnders?
I don't know.
The girl. Lisa.
Hang on,
I'm sure she was in it.
No.
Is that
Jerry Cowper, her name was.
I'm sure she was in EastEnders as well.
I don't know, mate, but I'll tell you what.
Sure she was.
When they
I don't know.
Let us know. Spotty Lisa Warren.
I'll look at it.
Spotty little Lisa Warren to something to say.
Yeah, that's it. But then obviously.
Yeah, Vladsy, Nora, he's something weird.
Yeah. What's the name?
Her name is Jerry Cowper. I don't think she was in EastEnders, mate.
I could swear she was. I might be wrong. That's her. Isn't it?
That's her.
Yeah, she was. She was in EastEnders.
Who does she play in EastEnders then?
Let's have a look. Yeah. Rosie Miller in EastEnders.
Oh, I know. Yes. Yes. Oh.
The mom.
Yes.
And they come in as like
Mickey.
They come in as like the Scruffy family.
That's it, the Scruffy family.
Yeah.
Their old man's name was Keith. That's it, yeah.
That's it, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I thought she was. I just recognised the face.
But again, that 2 for 3, just memorable scenes.
Brilliant.
Absolutely brilliant. He says, do you know what Dell's always wanted to do? What's that? To hang glide.
Yeah, because he was giving it the big one that he'd been in the paratroopers.
Well, he said he put Rodney, because Rodney got the sunbed, and he put the temperature up, didn't he?
I love it when he walks in.
Did you want a tan? Ow! Yeah.
And then the whole build-up.
Yeah.
Mate, the whole build-up.
Rodney, don't stand there while the traffic lights, it's made it turn to green.
I like the whole build-up when they get to the hang gliding. So Rodney's like, yeah, you lay it on thick, tell him you can't wait to get out there and all that.
I got, before that though, when the way he's telling her, you know what, Del, well, I was still driving the country and enjoy it. You know what, Del's I'm busy to hang glide.
Oh, that's when
I can't wait to see his little face. Oh, that would be great. But of course, like you said, the build-up, when they get there,
he's like, you be all enthusiastic, get up there. And then he's like,
is that
is that our car phone I can hear ringing? No,
is that our car?
We ain't got a car phone.
Try and get up as you then. No, try and get up as high as you can, Del, eh?
Del
get a tan.
Del Boy then absolutely shits himself.
But mate, brilliant.
He's off anyway.
Yeah.
And then that bloke comes over, doesn't he, Andy? He's like, where's he going? He's heading out to sea.
I told him to stand in the ridge.
And
my God, they're doing this for fun.
And then the end bit, we triggered a mob.
Oh, they're bringing back to them. They do not sell. They do not sell.
They don't send
paralysed people by bus.
Yeah.
And the way he says, could be alright, Del. What's that? Could be worse. What do you mean? My nan had one with a squeaky wheel.
Oh, with the wheelchair, yeah. But what was the joke about the getting in? Trigger said,
the bus.
When he wanted to smoke,
I'm going to carry him to the top deck. What's he saying?
Yeah, very good. Again, that's up there.
And when he grabbed it, when Rodney was going to fall for it, and he gets out of the chair and he says, listen, I'm on a walk it. I'm getting some feeling back.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a classic, that one. That is up there with
mate.
Definitely the best episodes. And then what gets me is, so you go from that to the episode 5, which is Video Nasty, which I just thought it was an awful episode. I really did.
Which was the episode?
So let me just read this, because Rodney has gained a grant from the council to make a community film, and Del soon sees it as earning potential. Mickey Pearce, on the other hand, sees the chance to make a far more dodgy type of movie. So that's it. So he gets the girls in dressed as nurses, is it?
That's the one when
and he's making like porn films with
the thing is as well, what I want to ask you, what was the episode where they had the legendary scene, the Chinese takeaway, about Bussy having a low count? She said when he'd been a Jaffa. What?
Chinese takeaway?
Yeah, but Bussy and Marlene came in and for their order of food, but they didn't realise that Del, Rodney and Uncle Albert were in there as well at the same time. He said, oh, hello, Del, I didn't see you standing there. You eating out, eh? Well, I'll just treat him now and again, boys.
I can't remember that.
Maybe
it'll come to us.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll come to us. But no, I can't remember. That scene.
But again, just moving on from the episode that you're not very clear on.
Video Nasty for me, it's basically, didn't he get a grant? He got some audio and visual equipment.
Yeah, so Mickey Pearce was in on it, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Del Boy wanted to make a film.
Yeah.
Something about someone escaping from a zoo, I remember him saying a rhino.
Yeah, a rhino, yeah.
And I don't know, I just think it was poorly put together. It was the right, I don't know, it just wasn't good for me. But the next one, we spoke about it in the previous episodes with
Jumbo Mills.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, again, starting from it, when he was giving it all the beginning, the Nag's Head Warrior, and he says, Oh, we'll have 2 sirloin steaks, please, Michael. Make it big ones, mate. Yeah, that's as Jumbo says. But then again, when they sit down, all of a sudden, he's been giving Uncle Albert some grief verbally. She says, some big mush has been having a go at me. He says, some big mush, who him over there? So Delboy, excuse me, pal, Jumbo, bloody mills, who let you back in the country?
Yeah. And didn't they run a jelly deal store?
Yeah.
Or something?
But the best thing about it was they sat down all of a sudden, well, I can't tell Jumbo, but that's a wig. You are.
Yeah, you can't tell that's a wig. Yeah, yeah.
Because it's not a wig. It is. I'll bet you a tenner it is.
Then he pulls it off.
I'll bet you a tenner it ain't. Yeah. Next thing you know, she, was that yours over there? Oh, yeah, thank you very much.
That's it.
Wouldn't you please know you playing that, Delboy?
I like Albert's line where he goes, I am not bald. Yeah, well, that's a hell of a party,
mate. All of a sudden, the best thing about well, my doctors have assured me that my hair will grow back soon. So he gets to the toilet to sort his wig out and he comes back with a full of hair. But yeah, when that doctor said you get a full of hair, he's well wrong, was he?
Yeah, and then the story is he wants Del to go and
back into partnership,
but he has to go to live in Australia.
He offered him a partnership in the motoring pot side of his business.
As usual, he wants to con Rodney into going.
Oh, mate!
But basically, to be a car
cleaner. He's going so many miles to become a car. No, he's going to be in a prestige car cleaner.
Yeah.
What that motor's going to need, Rodney?
Yeah, really good.
But so, I mean, again, at the end, it was a bit of an emotional scene because Del family ties.
Yeah,
and that's what it's all about.
Yeah,
that was like, it was a classic scene.
And what gets me as well, there's like a hidden thing within all that.
Yeah,
because
it's what
happens before. I think this is left to the audience to sort of make your own mind up. But in my opinion, if you're going like deeper into that story, they were never going anywhere. Even if Rodney had got his visa, they were never going anywhere.
No.
Because the moment that Uncle Albert said, I'm not going, you're not telling me that they would have just left Uncle Albert. They wouldn't have done it.
No.
So they weren't going anywhere.
They weren't going anywhere.
Regardless of Rodney's visa.
That's right.
I don't think that they were going.
No.
And I think that was quite clever by John
Sullivan.
Like the intricacies
of
the story and the family ties, and it's just not that easy to just
up sticks and go.
You know, yeah. You know, there's more to it, and it was a really good episode. I think it was really good, and the way it ended, you could see that Del was devastated, but
he knew he was doing the right thing.
You got to do the right thing.
Yeah.
You know.
But the next episode is a Christmas special. In that year. Now, I'm going to actually, obviously, say my opinion, guys. This was one of my least favourite Christmas specials, A Royal Flush. I just could not. I didn't enjoy it.
See, now I've got a different opinion. I liked it. It was the one where Rodney met a posh girl.
That's right.
So he met a posh girl. And he got on really well with her. He hit it off. They both liked the art and that, didn't they? He met her in the cafe.
Yeah.
And obviously, because she was posh, she actually liked how rough they were.
Yeah.
And I went to the cafe and she liked the rough cafe and like just the basic food and stuff like that. So they hit it off, didn't they? But obviously, because she was rich, Delboy loved it.
Yeah.
So he wanted to get.
He tried to muscle in, didn't he?
Didn't he get them tickets for some ballet show or something? So opera show or something like that. And she came back into it.
Yes, she did, Junie. That's right.
He took her.
He took her. Yeah.
He took her, and she showed up with a proper low cut top.
Yeah.
On.
Yeah.
And then he muscled his way in. Rodney went there to stay for the weekend.
That's
for
right.
some sort of festival. Or
there was like a clay shooting event, wasn't there? Everything, wasn't there?
Yeah.
And Delboy turned up at the blue and he embellished Rodney, didn't he?
With a shotgun.
Yeah.
Proper shotgun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he ruined like the whole thing, didn't he?
Yeah, he did, yeah.
So, I can see why people wouldn't like it. Because for the same reason as, do you remember the one, we'll get to it in a bit, There was one called Fatal Extraction.
Oh yeah.
Now I didn't like that because I liked it, as in like it had plenty of jokes and everything, but like that, there was a darkness. Don't you think there was a darkness?
Wasn't that another episode where there wasn't an audience watching it?
I think there was two. I think
there was that one and
that one.
To Holland Back.
There was Miami Twice as well.
Yes, 3 then. Well. That's right.
But there was later on they did do them and they added laughter tracks.
Yes.
As well. So there was like different versions. But a Royal Flush and Fatal Extraction, to me, there was a darkness to them. Because whereas in like all the other episodes, like it's all about funny and it gives you that feel good feeling. There was like a darkness and a sadness to them. To them episodes. Like so with a Royal Flush. Del Boy was horrible, but you could say that Del Boy is horrible and selfish all the way through, the way he cons people and manipulates people. But it's always from a good place. Yeah. He's always, he's got a good heart.
He has a.
But in that, he literally, what he did was horrible to Rodney.
I know what you mean.
And it was embarrassing.
It was, yeah.
And then in the same, like sort of set of circumstances, like with Fatal Extraction, the way he treated Raquel, we'll get to that later on, but the way he treats Raquel and he's out all night gambling and all,
yeah.
I don't know, I didn't like it. It sort of went, it took away the love of the series, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Still had all the jokes and everything and the good story, but yeah, it wasn't like some of the other episodes. I don't know if people can sort of relate to like what I'm saying, I don't know. But yeah, that was that. And then, so did they not do any in 87 then?
No, they didn't do any in 87 except The Frog's Legacy about Freddie Robson.
Just the Christmas special. Now that was a
brilliant.
The Frog's Legacy, absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
Now this is where Rodney's real dad comes into it.
That's right, they find out about Freddie Robdell, Freddie the Frog. And what I'd like to add to that, Joan Sims, who played... obviously Aunt Reenie, the lads looked like she was. It was Dylan Rodney's mum's best friend, Reenie.
Yeah.
Right. She was brilliant in that, and obviously there was a Trigger's niece's wedding, that Lisa's wedding.
Yes.
That's where it. And obviously obviously Joan Sims and Aunt Reenie and Del Boy are talking about. Mentioning about the gold bullying, that's by Freddie the Frog.
That's it.
And Del Boy at the time was trying to shift these computers out to the vicar, wasn't he? And different things at the time, like, one of the sales gimmicks.
Yeah. Wasn't there some, I remember, God, it's been years since I've seen it, but wasn't there some sort of, is it an anagram? So Frederick Robdell was something else if you jumbled the letters.
Frederick Robdell, right, now.
I can't remember what it was.
Right, this is why I found out these books, right. Freddie Robdell is actually mentioned in this book.
Didn't he have another name when you jumbled the letters up?
Hang on.
If I remember right, I can't remember it. It's mad because there's so much that I do remember, and then there's other bits like where it's just it's a bit of a haze.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure I remember some sort of I think you call it an anagram, don't you? Is that an anagram where you jumble the letters up and it makes a different?
Right. I
can't remember.
Yeah, hang on.
It don't say here, does it? Just says Freddie the Frog.
No, but this book, this archives book. This features more about telling about the different characters. So
yeah, basically they're chasing that they do a search for the gold, don't they?
Yes, they do. But there is
and then that's where the rumour starts.
There is
that Rodney has a different dad, same mom but different dad.
Different dad.
I do remember it being a great episode, but I can't remember a lot about it. I remember was there something about computers or something?
Hang on.
He had a load of computers and he tried to...
Says here like about Freddie there's Freddie Robdell, about how it all come about. Yeah, the jewellers Yep. He robbed a jeweller's. He was, like I say, he was
but does it say about the anagram?
Hang on.
I'm gonna Google it because I'm sure Frederick Robdall anagram. Freddy the Frog. Alfred Broderick. That was the alias.
Yeah.
Yes,
Alfred
so I was right.
Broderick.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. He used an alias, Alfred Broderick, which is an anagram of Frederick Robdall.
Yeah.
So that no one knew it was Freddie organising the fake funeral.
Yes.
That's the one.
Yeah.
So there was a fake funeral, and the gold was in the coffin.
Right, and that's why he went out to, because he went out to sea, didn't he?
And he went out. He was a frogman.
He's a frogman.
And he went out to sea. That's it now.
Yeah.
I remember it now.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's why they never found the gold bullion.
That's
because
right.
he buried it at sea.
Yeah. And
That's the one.
Yeah, our gold bullion still missing. Here we go. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, let me get the camera, man.
Freddie Robdall. I knew it was mentioned in this book, this archives book. Freddie Robdall.
Yeah, obviously, guys, if you do want to zoom in, I'm sure you'll be able to read that. Pause it, zoom in.
Again, you've got this here as well, guys. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Picture of Freddie there with Del Boy's mom.
Is that, oh, you're going back there to the prequels? That was the Rock and Chips,
Rock and Chips.
Yeah. I remember them.
Because Nicholas Lyndhurst played Freddie Robdall, you know, in Rock and Chips.
That's the one.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, so that was really good, The Frog's Legacy. Do you know what? I want to watch all these again. It's making me want to watch them again, mate. So.
But obviously now we're going to. So they didn't do any in the. Obviously they were doing the Christmas specials more than the series now. The next Christmas special, 1988, dates. Absolute classic. Absolute classic.
That is the one where he meets Raquel.
Yep.
Yes.
He goes to
it. Trigger walks into the pub in a blue suit and you go, is it Comic Relief Day again or what? And Trigger has joined a dating agency.
Yeah.
And Del gets envious because he sees him out with his girl.
Exactly.
So he then goes to the dating agency, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. And again, it's mentioned in here.
Tell her she's guaranteed a steak meal.
A steak meal? Yeah.
Oh, brilliant, yeah.
I mean...
and he say, how is it you're spelling your surname? It's Duval.
Duval. Derek Duval. Duval. Yeah, that's it, yeah.
So he lied about his name, he
Yeah.
lied about his business.
Yeah.
And all that to impress her.
To impress her.
And then I'm pretty sure, doesn't he try and get into the Masons?
Yes,
with
Boise.
But he gets blackballed.
He gets blackballed.
Well, have you ever seen the bottom of a rabbit's hutch?
How many blackballs was there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and that was, what was that for now? Oh, because Raquel is an actress.
Is an actress.
Yes, that's it, yeah. And he wants to get into the Masons, so because there's film producers in there and stuff.
That's right, yeah. But again, another legendary scene is when Rob Digger's on a date with Nervous Nellies.
Oh, that's that episode.
So, yeah, and he takes up as
where he dresses up as like a punk, like dance.
And then he says, don't worry, it's the James Dean look.
Yeah.
Well, when they said the James Dean look, they meant before the crash.
Yeah, that's brilliant. And then he's getting, oh, that's it. They pull out on him and he's like, swivel on that.
Yeah.
Camel breath. And then they chase him, don't they? In the freewheel van. And that's also, is it all the same episode where Raquel then strips at Albert's
birthday party. And Del,
what an episode
Del didn't realise it, you know, obviously it's a big shock.
Where is it?
Yeah, look,
there it is. So that, because I remember it being a long episode. How long was that?
You've got to be looking at about...
It does
80 minutes.
Oh, that's all that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, That's what I mean.
That was a Christmas special.
Yeah, so that was brilliant. That was. So then, so Raquel then she turned out to be a stripper, and Del Boy then so he goes in a mood. He falls out with her down there.
He does, yeah.
And then Rodney like sort of talks him round, and he's going to be going to meet her at a flat
That's
because
right.
she's off to.
But of course,
she's off to Addis Ababa.
That's right. And the thing is,
Bloody hell, it's coming back to
right. Here we go. Look here. This, right. This is the scene in the dating agency. So
he's got the scene.
Yeah, this is the
He's
notes,
got
the lines.
Script here.
So
Oh,
the agent says. So
Well,
can you tell me
bird.
what kind of person you're looking for? Well, a bird. And then the agent says, yes, but there are particular requirements and does a local bird if possible. I don't want too much of that driving lark.
Oh my God, mate!
You've got the lines here of that classic scene in the agency, and obviously now you've got the scene where Del meets her at Waterloo Station under the clock, and it's that which is.
With that scene bouquet of flowers.
Yeah, and he's like, this reminds me of that film, when the brief encounters under the. Like when the spaceship comes down, it's close encounters.
Yeah.
My favourite bit,
That's proper good.
But yeah, it's.
So she's off to a Sabbath. He's going to go and meet her, but he goes into the Nag's Head at the start, and the coppers coming, and he's like, "Go on, get him off."
Yeah,
and he pulls the coppers.
That's right. Because they recognise the van.
He thinks that they've set him up.
That's right.
With a stripper because of.
Yeah, because of what happened. Thinking Albert had done it, and he says nothing to do with me, son. Yeah. And of course, then Raquel thinks that Del's given her the cold shoulder.
He's gone.
Which leads then to obviously. We always wondered, obviously being lifelong fans of Arnie Falls and Horses, we actually wondered how did Del and after seeing that episode, how did Del and Raquel actually meet up again? Didn't we? We always wondered that, but we'll lead on to.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to that. So obviously now, Raquel's gone to Addis Ababa to do follow her dream of acting. So of course then Del's now it all leads to.
So this is where they started doing the
50 minutes. 50 minutes.
So series 6 and the first one. Now this is probably the most memorable scene.
Yes.
In the whole series.
It's up there. I mean,
the chandelier's falling is there, but to me, this is the most memorable scene.
Well, you've got to...
And of course, those that know, it's where he falls through the bar, isn't it?
Oh, God. I'll tell you what, how well acted with Roger Lloyd Pack.
Yeah.
The way he stood there as Trigger and not laugh, it was unbelievable.
So when we start series 6, there's been a little bit of a change, isn't there?
Yes.
With Del Boy.
Yeah.
So he's turned into... He wants to be like...
a yuppie.
What does he call him? Is it Gordon Gekko?
Gordon Gekko, Wall Street. Michael Douglas.
And he started to wear bright...
He's carrying the Filofax with a metal briefcase. And I'm thinking, he watched... Rodney says... He's watched that film Wall Street so many times. There's a cat there called Gordon Gekko. So it's like, Del was the biggest
what does it? He talks about. He's all about image.
Yeah, it's image.
So yeah.
We are look. 80s fever is spreading fast. Del's on the up and up the exciting world of red braces and yuppie shirts, armed with his Filofax and briefcases ready to take on the city.
Yeah.
Well, Peckham anyway.
And that's the episode where Rodney's going to night college.
Yeah, and he meets Cassandra.
And one of the classic bits in that for me is where she picks up his coat.
Yeah.
And he's got hers. And he's like, well, how did you know it was mine? Well, it's got your name written in it.
The Del Boy had written his name.
No. Mom said to me on her deathbed, you make sure that you write Rodney's name in all his clothes. That way you'll know no one will nick him.
Oh, God.
Yeah, brilliant. And is that the same episode where he walks home in the rain?
Yeah.
Because
he's ashamed to live in a councillor's type flat.
So he takes her to King's Avenue.
Yeah, King's Avenue. Yeah. And the people that live there, they come to the window and he goes, "Hi, I'm home."
That is brilliant. And he walks in literally soaking wet. Delboy, what's it like out? Well, there's a few spots of rain in there. It's just, yeah.
And the way Del's supposed to might help us shift some of them raincoats, wouldn't it?
Yeah. And this is where as well you could see that they've got much more of a budget because there was a lot more scenes outside of the flat and you know, so yeah, it was proper good that one.
Yeah, and then that was it. Cassandra and Rodney met up at the nightclub later on, didn't they? Because he met up
He met up with Jevon, Mickey and Jevon.
And they said they thought Cassandra wasn't interested in any bloke in the nightclub. Then Rodney said, she'll dance with me. That's what I like about you, Rodney. All going for laughs. You know, I'll bet you a tenner.
But so they had a bet.
Yeah.
And obviously he'd already met her, so it was obvious. And they got a lift down, didn't
they? But that scene in the bar though with Delboy.
Yeah, so in the lead up to that, Delboy meets Trigger in that bar.
Yeah, well Trigger makes out he's been banned from the Nags Head for nicking pork pies.
And he pulls one out of his pocket. So, and then there's a couple of birds, isn't there?
Yeah.
He's like, about chatting them up and what have you. And he's like, here we go, Trigger, here we go. Play it nice and cool, son, nice and cool. You know what I mean? And he's lifted the thing up and it just falls through.
Yeah, but the thing prior to that was,
brilliant.
See, if you talk about money, it's their favourite subject because I found one of those £10 notes the other day. Trick, let me talk about your coin collection, don't I?
Yeah. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant episode.
I think it took Only Fools to another level.
Yeah. It definitely, like I say, these were...
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
You're on about great scenes. Danger UXD.
These were good episodes. Well, I'm just looking through these now, and there wasn't a bad one.
No.
There wasn't a bad one.
And the thing is, though, this series led up to my favourite all-time episode.
Yeah, well, we'll get to that. So the next one was called Danger UXD.
Yeah.
Now, who can forget that?
No,
the blow-up dolls. That's all you've got to say is blow-up dolls. And you just know the episode.
Yeah.
Dirty Barry.
Yeah. The way Delboy does the deal. He says all that. He says, right, okay. Ciao, Chloe, Adrian, TTFM, Michael.
Yeah. That's after his fakes a signature.
Yeah. On the docket.
Yeah. So he fakes a signature. Denzel doing delivery.
Yeah, with his new transit van. Trans World Express.
That's it. And so basically he manages to get his hands on these dolls, but what he doesn't know is they're life-size inflatable dolls.
Yeah, and that obviously they find out when they get back to the flat.
Yeah. But
because they're not asking too many questions about the product.
But they've already got, they're self-inflating, and they've got like a gas canister already. I mean,
but didn't realise it was basically explosive.
They were faulty, basically. And so Rodney has his second date with
his first date with Cassandra, because after they met in the nightclub.
That's right, yeah.
That was it, the tomatoes.
The tomatoes, yeah.
Yeah, the tomatoes.
He gets them all over his suit.
I suppose we're going out this tonight.
Honestly, man, remembering all
but on the message, what's the matter with you? Come on, Mike, give me something to mop it up with. How about a slice of bread?
Yeah. In the pub, yeah, where he delivers them tonight. And then, what else happens in that? So then, he tries to palm him off on Dirty Barry.
Yeah.
He dresses him up in his mum's old clothes.
Yeah.
He dresses him up in his mum's clothes and they get him in the van. That's it.
Yeah, they're all right. And Uncle Albert says, no one's going to recognise me. He says, who's going to recognise you, eh? He says, but around these parts I was popping during the war.
And that bloke walks past and he goes, good evening.
Good evening, yeah.
Good evening.
Good evening.
He waves the arm. Mate, it's just a classic episode.
And then obviously that was it when Cassandra says, have you watched the news tonight? Now there's there's been some report of some
life-size inflatable dolls. But they've got explosives in them, and then Rodney
obviously makes out that he's not very well. He says, I'll call you. Next year he's telling Della, so they're rushing out the flat.
I'll let you do the end bit. So when they chuck them over. And there's like
they're there and they're going to spraying the dolls and they're spraying them and he's just, go on, you want to better hurry up.
And then they explode and then what does he say?
They've got these three tramps by a little fire.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden they wonder what the hell's going off. They said they walk back to where they've chucked them and obviously they explode and then Delboy turns around and I told them not to have the mat of Vindaloo.
Classic.
And the best thing, they go back in the van, and they hear another sound, another one's still in the van.
Absolutely brilliant episode that was. And then episode 3 was Chain Gang.
Arnie in the chains, brilliant.
That was good.
Oh, mate.
So basically, he was a con man.
He was the con man.
You
know, Del Boy had got a little consortium together where Mike got involved, Boyce got involved.
That's it.
So
they all pitched in to double the money.
On these chains. And obviously Arnie was the con man, making out to have a heart attack when he wasn't having a heart attack.
That's it.
But obviously then they realised what was going on. Then all of a sudden Denzel and his brother, they were being conned into the same deal. And then Del, obviously, they got wise to it, and they managed to catch Arnie and get their money back in the end, didn't they?
Yeah, they hired an ambulance, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
So they did it with Denzel.
Yeah.
They set it all up. They turned up before his sons in the ambulance.
That's right.
They got him into the back of the ambulance.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it, mate.
And he got the cutters, and he's like, who said anything about cutting the chain off? Calm down. You'll give yourself an heart attack. Yeah, and that's the way that episode ended. That was really good. That again, what a story! Again,
such memorable one-liners that we all remember, that we felt fondly.
Yeah, but all brilliant stories within themselves. Like fantastic, brilliant writing. And then one of our favourites.
Oh, the unlucky winner is
Groovy.
Yeah.
Are you having fun?
Groovy.
Mate,
yeah.
Rodney in that episode.
Hang on,
absolutely brilliant. It is here. I've got to
mate.
I've got to show him that. There he is in his
yeah. Was it the
skateboarding?
Was it the mega cornflakes competition? Was it the
mega cornflakes competition?
That was it.
Marble Arch at Dawn.
His painting.
Yeah, the Marble Arch at Dawn.
Yeah.
And yeah, he won.
But,
so Del conned him into saying, well, because it was a Mega Flakes, there's an extra place on the holiday, because he said it's normally an holiday for 2. Why is it an holiday for 3?
It's always for 3.
The parents and the kid. So Rodney had to go as a.
But of course,
was he 15?
No,
14.
14.
What was it?
It was.
No, I think you're 14.
I think you're 14. That's it.
So I thought Rodney.
Yeah, because his age was written on the portrait.
That's it. So
at the bottom.
But he even went as far, Del Boy did, as to doctor his passport.
Yeah.
Because at the end, when they won the lottery, they won the Spanish lottery.
No. They checked the passports before that, because they went up to the room, didn't they?
Yeah. They did, but at the end, when they won the Spanish lottery,
because
they couldn't claim it because
Rodney.
He was too young.
Yeah,
he was too young.
That's
he
right.
Doctored his passport.
That's right.
So they lost out on that.
Oh, I mean, when they get to the airport, they say, hold on. This prize isn't quite straightforward as it is. How do you mean? He says, well, your painting come first prize in under 15 category.
Yeah. So basically, he left it right to the last minute, so they couldn't do anything.
But that's we said about the skateboarding. He said, Rodney, don't go mad. Skateboarding.
Yeah.
Mate,
what was it? What was the line now? Second, you were in the lead when I saw you. I fell off. Yeah, very, very good episode again.
Mate.
And then episode 5, which was
the sickness and wealth.
Yeah, so that's where he's got
Elsie Partridge as the lady.
He's got a bad stomach, innit?
Yeah, he's been suffering with chest pains. Yeah. And again,
irritable bowel.
Irritable bowel. That was it. The doctor. Now, this one to point out to you guys, the actual doctor that was in that scene actually played one of the captains on the ship in the film Titanic.
Yes, he did. Robert.
Yep.
Yeah, he
Robert,
did actually.
The doctor, he was in Titanic.
He's right there.
Yep.
Yeah, I do. I remember that.
Yeah. Dr. Meadows.
That's it. Robbie Meadows.
Yeah, but it says here Dr. Meadows.
Ewan Stewart.
Yeah. But again, like I say, he was a bit emotional at the end because Del went to the doctors and he wouldn't admit to it why he liked his doctor in the first place. They could have resolve the issue.
Yeah.
But of course, he put Del on, so you got to eat muesli and not smoke and stay off fried food and everything.
Yeah.
You know, and it brought things to a different light to how Del Boy lives his life, really. And but then getting on to the next one, little problems was the episode where Rodney and Cassandra got married.
And the Driscoll brothers.
Oh, well, again, the Driscoll brothers. You've mentioned those, Dig.
So the Driscoll brothers, they were a pair of gangsters, weren't they?
I just thought, really, that John Sullivan made them out to be Only Fools and Horses answer to the Cray brothers, really. Especially in that picture of them. Didn't they, really?
Mm.
They looked like the Crays, didn't they? And it was the mobile phones, wasn't it? I mean, the first scene was a classic, wasn't it?
Brilliant! I forgot about that. The mobile phones.
I mean,
don't matter. I'll tell you go funny.
I mean, the thing is, it's where Trigger and Boyce are trying to watch the horse racing, and Del Boy's trying to flog Mike a phone.
Yeah.
And he said, well, I'll show you how it works. He goes, like, next thing you know, the channels are changing in the back of the telly. They're going mad.
How class is that?
And all of a sudden, the aerial pops up. The aerial's a bit alert, isn't it? Yeah. All of a sudden, I know what that is. That means that the satellite has moved into position. Hold on. There'll be another one log in a minute.
It's just, honestly.
And he said, when he wants to put the aerial back down, the television, they're knackers up to this. Don't worry. This time next year, I'll be millionaires.
Yeah. And so, the same episode, you wanted a bit of trivia. You asked about a bit of trivia earlier.
Yeah, go on.
You'll get it, because it's easy.
Go on.
But I'll give you a question for this episode.
Yes.
And I think what I'm going to do, Max, I think we're at about almost 45 minutes now. So, we'll do a part 3. So we'll finish this episode up,
right,
and then we'll move on to like the specials and the last ones. So we'll finish Little Problems up. So Rodney and Cassandra get married.
Yeah.
What's Rodney's middle name?
Charlton.
and why? Named after what?
I'll tell you what. Because Marlene asked the question of Del. I didn't realise Rodney's middle name was Charlton. Oh yeah, it was my mum. She was a fan. What, Charlton Eston? No, Charlton Athletic. But
brilliant, man.
One of the most iconic scenes in that episode as well, and you can, if you was to do a survey in this country about a certain 80s classic song, Holding Back the Years by Simply Red, if you used to do a survey, I think most people answer that to say that actual song is significant with that episode, because obviously then Rodney has got married, flown the nest, and Del Boy's realising really that a big part of his life is now moved on.
It's changed,
and it's such a poignant scene.
We've missed an important bit out there. What Del Boy did for Rodney.
Oh, Del Boy, in that episode, of course, because Del Boy owed money to the Driscoll brothers. He promised Rodney £2,000, which he owed, which he to put down as a deposit on his flat. Yeah. So Del Boy, really, you on about earlier about Del Boy can be. Del Boy really has took
his heart was, even though he was a conniving, conning, manipulative little shit.
At times,
it was always he had a heart of gold.
He did,
He always,
because he took another beating for Rodney.
Yeah.
And the one thing I like, well, what I'm going to say about that, he said, because he still, obviously, he told the Driscoll brothers again he didn't have the money. So he took the beating.
Yeah.
And the Driscoll brothers, like when they give a bloke a beating, they hit the body, they don't hit the face.
Yeah.
And it was like when Rodney, in the end, knew he'd still got his money, and the way he said, hey, all right, and Del, we'll have a good knees up, eh? He said, as long as you don't want me standing like the Bee Gees. But little lines like that again comes back to...
Mate, absolutely brilliant.
But because when he told Rodney straight, his money's on the table. And
your money... because Rodney's having a go at him, because Denzel told him to pub after. Because Denzel was under the impression...
Because he could see the Driscoll brothers saying to Del, going like that, look Tony Driscoll. Really good. But again...
And Rodney was having a go at him. Denzel told me about the money.
Yeah.
And then he's like,
we're getting a bit ahead of ourselves here. And I've got to say this regarding this episode, right? It's a brilliant scene when obviously the Driscoll brothers are actually turned up at the Nag's Head, and obviously Del Boy's in there, and so is Mickey Pearce and Jevon, and the Driscoll brothers are after him. So Mike orders him, Del, quick, hide upstairs in the room. And of course, Del was like, Mickey, Jevon, upstairs. And then Trigger follows him, just follows him. Then all of a sudden, the Driscoll brothers' entourage walk in the pub, and all of a sudden, Boise stood there, and he went, and then Danny Driscoll says, Boise, how nice. Oh, hello, Danny. Your brother not with you? Yeah. Oh, what's your Tony? And all of a sudden, they're walking, he says, is that right, Marlene's at the spout? Yeah. Oh dear, dear, dear. You let us know the bloke who did it, and we'll sort him out. All right, oh, Danny. And they started to laugh. Next he goes, I see you had this, says, you're the landlord then? Yeah. I've heard you had this place we decorate? Yeah. Shame. And the way she says, right, well, here's £1. Wish I've got £1 now. Here's £1. And I'll buy one in the pub a drink. There's the £1. And I want change. And then Boise says, large cognac, please, Michael. It's just a brilliant. Next thing you know, he goes up to them in the room, and then the dog says, Trig, why'd you follow us up here? I don't know, really. You told us to run. I said, when?
They won't need to watch it.
No, they won't.
They won't need to watch it.
I've just mentioned a scene that if you're a die-hard Only Fools and Horses fan, you're going to know what I'm on about.
Yeah.
And apologies, guys, if I banged on a bit about. But it's just absolutely brilliant. It's typical British humour at its best.
It is.
It's brilliant.
And then obviously,
and again,
the classic scene at the end where Rodney comes home from work, walks into the flat, and Del Boy, obviously he's married. He's come back off his honeymoon.
Yeah.
He's come back after work. He's in the flat, and Del Boy's like, can I say something to you, Rodney, that might hold you in good stead for the future? You don't live here no more. Bloody else you'll kill me.
Mate, I think we've just you've told the viewers
everything we need to know
about that episode.
But yeah, that's up there again with one of the best episodes. It's absolutely fantastic. I'm definitely going to be watching all these again.
And one thing I want to just point out as well.
Okay, because we're going to do a part 3. Okay.
And we will do, but it's about this actual, this series really, Deg. I always remember when we were growing up, you taped these off the telly.
No, I actually had them off my uncle. My uncle had them all on VHS.
Yeah.
And he gave me the tapes.
And as well, I always remember, you had them you could get these really cheap, tacky video library brown cases.
That's it. I had them in there.
And you had them in there, and you had a little label on the spine of the case saying what, like, Yuppie Love, down to UXD.
Yeah.
And I always remember the episodes that you got was this series.
Yeah.
This actual series.
Yeah, it was.
I don't think you had Changan.
I did. I had all of them. I had literally all of them.
Yeah, until
the Jolly Boys out.
Until the Jolly Boys out.
So we're going to end part 2 there, guys, because obviously I want to.
But I'm just saying, I always remember. I borrowed those off you.
Yeah,
we used to lend. Yeah. I want to watch. Can I lend you Del Boy? So I wanted to do the Del Boy.
Yeah.
You know, it's just
brilliant.
So it's memories where we used to. Until I bought them later on from. Again, when they used to sell,
we'd swap. We'd just
and like I say, I used to buy them religiously at the time from John Menzies and Woolworths, and WH Smith's, and HMV.
Yeah,
and I always remember, like I mentioned to you before, when we talk about the action heroes, I used to buy all the situation comedies, and like Del Boy was always. So we used to lend them. I'll go back to that, So
brilliant, mate. Good memories. Brilliant nostalgia.
Yeah.
So we'll end part 2 there, guys. So we're going to be starting off with the Jolly Boys outing, which was the 1989 Christmas special. Your favourite episode.
My favourite.
Probably mine, I think.
It's got to be.
But we'll start off on that. It's been good so far. I've enjoyed it. Great
it's been great to
talk. Hope you're enjoying it too. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Hit the thumbs up if you've liked the video. And obviously, drop your thoughts below, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in part 3.